Video game boss battles test our skills, our determination, and our patience. The most challenging fights often roll on for minutes at a time, assuming you'll emerge victorious on the first attempt. Most likely, though, you're bashing your head against a brick wall in pursuit of victory. But what if you could cheat? Would you? Let's not call it cheating. Maybe it's bending the rules of the game to make success easier. Yeah, that sounds better. Glitches, cheesing, hiding behind rocks that testers left behind, it's all fair game. And to be fair, some developers leave shortcuts for us to find too. Most of the opponents on this rundown are beatable in such a way, although the last entry, that one, you're on your own. TERRAMORPHOUS the Invincible, Borderlands 2. Appearing in Borderlands 2's endgame, TERRAMORPHOUS the Invincible is the most extreme thresher in Pandora. Accessible via a mission ominously titled, "You Will Die," seriously, it is advisable the TERRAMORPHOUS arena be entered by 4 Vault Hunters. Ordinarily, TERRAMORPHOUS's tentacles will whip even the most leveled up, battle-hardened hunters skyward in a seemingly impossible fight, but there is a trick solo hunters can employ to slay the gargantuan foe in minutes. First, make sure you're suitably leveled up. Level 50 should do the trick. Next, be aware that TERRAMORPHOUS is most susceptible to incendiary fire damage. Tip Moxie in her bar over in Sanctuary, and she'll reward you with a well-spec'd fire submachine gun. Load up with ammo and jump into that area, summoning TERRAMORPHOUS. Don't stick around the middle though, for there is a rocky ledge at the back. Hide to the rock's left, and you'll be protected from TERRAMORPHOUS's melee and range attacks, leaving you opportunity to shoot, rinse, and repeat. Di Ravello, Just Cause 3. Generalissimo Sebastiano Di Ravello takes no prisoners in Just Cause 3's final epic battle, where you'll spend a great deal of time dodging his onslaught of missiles, fired from a souped-up military chopper. For tips on how to down this powerful copter, Just Cause 3's wiki page suggests taking a weapon that deals a large amount of damage. Still, even when Di Ravello disengages his barivium shields, unleashing rockets out of cover only tickles his health gauge. Normal playthroughs are a war of attrition, requiring you gradually chip away until the helicopter is down. Or so you think. It's not easy to pull off, but there is a much simpler way to defeat the Generalissimo. Attach 2 grapplers. Granted, this can only be done when the chopper's shields are down, but time this right, and those grapplers will yank Di Ravello clean out of the sky and into his fiery grave. Scythe Boss, Hyperlight Drifter. In a game littered with controller-smashing bosses, the Scythe Boss encountered in Hyperlight Drifter's southern biome arguably isn't the hardest. However, their huge neon scythe cuts through the air at speed, its attacks unpredictable. The tricky thing with Hyperlight Drifter, especially on New Game Plus, is the lack of health. A couple of whacks from that huge scythe and you're KO'd. Unless you employ this rather ingenious and totally hilarious cheat to send the Scythe Boss packing. Spotted on a Games Done quick speedrunning event, you can trigger the boss battle without entering the arena. Next, wait for the Scythe Boss to come to you. As they're just about to pounce, swiftly dash downwards into the arena. The barriers will raise, chucking the Scythe Boss over the platform's edge. WEISS the Immaculate, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Arguably tougher than Sephiroth, WEISS the Immaculate is a secret boss to be fought in the Shinra Combat Simulator in 2020's Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's tons of helpful videos out there with teams of Cloud, Barret, Tifa, or Aerith scrambling to beat WEISS, duking it out for 15 to 20 minutes. See, what makes WEISS particularly dastardly is his special attacks can't be blocked, and he'll only take significant damage when staggered. That being said, there is a strategy that'll beat him in a couple of minutes. Essentially, dodge his katana phase with Tifa, get him staggered, unleash pain. The fact his powerful attacks can swiftly wipe out party members means it's nigh on pointless to focus materia power on defense. Put everything in offense. Spam him with a combo of Cloud's Infinity Edge whilst casting spells from Aerith's Arcane Ward, and he'll bow out soon enough. The End. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Naked Snake's tense sniper duel with the father of sniping toward the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 is arguably one of the series' most interesting boss battles. The End is one with the Forest. His ability to lower body temperature and move almost imperceptibly means he can be incredibly difficult to find. You'll need to use all your skill to formulate an effective strategy to rout the End. or, lure him out by eating his parrot. Perhaps owing to the long-winded nature of this tactical snipe-off, the end is killable earlier in the game, foregoing the fight altogether. He'll be first spotted outside of the Ponizovji warehouse, getting pushed about in his wheelchair by one of the Cobra unit cronies. The window of opportunity is slim, but if you're quick enough, you can end the fight before it's begun with a deftly placed sniper round. Just be sure to avoid the wayward wheel, flung in your direction and a wry slap on the wrist as the end's wheelchair microbomb explodes on his death. ATHEON times CONFLUX, Destiny 1 and 2. Poor ATHEON. Dude can't catch a break. Intended to be of utmost challenge to Guardians in the Vault of Glass raids, instead, his encounters have been whittled down to cheese and glitches by ever-inquisitive Destiny players. Take Destiny 1. And ATHEON's first appearance. It's well documented, and of course patched out long before now, but instead of combing skill, tactics, and weaponry to take down this multi-stage behemoth, you could simply chuck a couple of grenades at his feet, 10 seconds in, job done. In the revamped Vault of Glass in Destiny 2, ATHEON's battle once again succumbs to glitch. There's an element of well-timed craftiness required, but in essence, you're looking to purposefully die and respawn in Venus, in ATHEON's arena. But he'll be frozen and unable to attack. Unload all your firepower and reap the rewards of a bountiful loot without so much as lifting a finger. The Alligator, Resident Evil 2, 1998. Appearing in the rancid sewers of Raccoon City's underbelly, this humongous beast absorbs a lot of firepower as it gives chase down tight, dimly lit subterranean corridors. Conventional playthroughs will see you unloading a ton of valuable shotgun ammo into the alligator's wide-open jowl. The corridor's never ending until he's had enough and struts off. If you didn't know already, then that tactic is wasteful and unnecessary, for there is a cunning method of taking this gator down. From the chase's outset, round a couple of corners and you'll pass an emergency panel. Its button flashing red. Press this button to release a gas canister, which, for reasons only the alligator knows, he'll pick up to chew on. Apply a bit of movie logic, for we all know shooting a gas canister causes it to explode. So that's exactly what you'll do. Boom. Bloater, Winter, The Last of Us. The most dangerous of all the infected in the first Last of Us game, bloaters require a significant amount of firepower to take down owing to their armor-plated fungus, the result of years' worth of cordyceps infection. Multiple rounds of Molotov cocktails and flamethrowers simply char this beast, toasting it in its thick skin. When Ellie encounters a raft of infected during the outset of the winter portion, her and David hunker down in a tightly spaced warehouse, taking on the infected in tandem. A bloater appears from a raised platform, and as Naughty Dog most likely didn't intend, you can shoot its leg as it jumps down, causing comical insta-death. It's not exactly fitting of an opponent this tough, but who cares? Ceaseless Discharge, Dark Souls. Perhaps written into the game, perhaps not. Either way, defeating Ceaseless Discharge is a relatively simple affair. Of course, you could tackle this lava-clad behemoth the old-fashioned From Software way, by studying its moves and brute-forcing a victory through dogged determination and multiple deaths. Or you can save yourself the trouble and wander back from whence you came, luring Ceaseless Discharge in the process. At the start of this area, just by the fog wall, is a bottomless pit, whom Discharge will clumsily step into in a shameful defeat for him, and glorious, simple victory for you. Final boss, Thumper. Okay, so there's no secret to beating the last boss in Thumper, and by last boss, we're talking the inverted pyramid boss encountered once you've careened through the bowels of the level 9 boss. There are no glitches or cheese, nor hidden techniques to progress. As with the previous 8 hours of rapid-fire gameplay, you're required to jump, strafe, and dodge obstacles at eye-popping speeds in time with the game's pulsating soundtrack. These are the rules, or so you think. The inverted pyramid, well, they make their own rules, blending the laws of physics to its own sadistic whim. There's no beat to match or consistent speed to groove. It's all-out instinct, and the effect is intoxicating. This final challenge is more difficult than all that came before, as you can't fully lean upon the skills you've spent hours honing. The only saving grace, this final encounter is super short. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Bolt.